Have you ever seen a creator speedrun their reputation straight into the ground? Because Clara Dao, once known as TikTok's wholesome self-love queen, just torched the brand she spent years building. Her fall from grace wasn't just fast, it was fiery. All it took was one video, one careless post about her skinny girl habits, and what followed? A career implosion in real time. The fans who once praised her for helping them love their bodies now say she betrayed everything she stood for. And the worst part? The way she responded made everything 10 times worse. Let's break it down. Clara Dao wasn't just another influencer, she was a movement. She stood for every girl who felt like she didn't fit in. She posted videos embracing her flat chest, calling out beauty standards, and reminding millions of followers that they didn't need to change themselves to be worthy. Over 900 videos. A community of girls who looked up to her. Her message was simple. You're enough, just as you are. And that authenticity? It worked. She wasn't selling a product, she was selling belief, trust, comfort. Until the day it all started to unravel. The downward spiral started with a 21-minute video titled, "The Surprising Habits That Keep Me Skinny." Clara casually shared that she doesn't eat unless she feels actual stomach pain. She forgets to eat until 7 p.m. some days. She dismissed modern meal schedules, saying our ancestors didn't eat 3 times a day, so why should we? To her millions of young, impressionable viewers, it didn't come off as healthy living. It came off as disordered eating with a content creator filter slapped on top. This wasn't just bad advice, it was potentially dangerous, and the internet took notice. Her followers, the same ones who once saw her as a beacon of positivity, started turning. Comments flooded in. Are you promoting starvation? I looked up to you, now I feel misled. You told us we were enough. What happened? And this wasn't coming from trolls, it was from her community, loyal fans who felt blindsided. In just 24 hours, Clara lost thousands of subscribers. Her TikTok stitches were brutal. Reddit threads lit up. The internet was holding her accountable, and for good reason. Everyone expected a response, but what came next was worse than silence. Instead of addressing the backlash, Clara uploaded skincare videos and cute vlogs like nothing had happened. She didn't just ignore the fire, she filmed content inside it. People flooded her comments demanding an explanation, and she ignored them all. Until she finally posted her response in the form of a sarcastic TikTok musical. Yes, she sang her way through the controversy. She reduced the outrage to one line. All I said was, I don't eat when I'm not hungry. But fans knew better. They watched the full video, they heard the dangerous suggestions about calorie restriction, skipping meals, and fasting until physical pain set in. Then Clara disabled the comments on that original video. That's when it hit a new low. She wasn't just ignoring criticism, she was scrubbing it away. And just when people thought she might finally take accountability, she posted again. This time, announcing her boob job. The same Clara who became famous for loving her flat chest. The same Clara who told girls not to chase impossible beauty standards. She now said she got surgery. For fun. Because she was bored, because the old content made money but felt repetitive. To her fans, this wasn't just a personal change. It was betrayal. The message she preached had saved people. Now, it felt like she'd outgrown the identity that built her. The message that helped others was just a brand to her. A phase. And for many, that was unforgivable. As the internet begged for answers, Clara leaned into the chaos. She posted TikToks mocking her critics. In one, she lip-synced Mariah Carey's "Why Are You So Obsessed With Me?" aimed directly at the YouTubers calling her out. She painted herself as the victim. Misunderstood, unfairly targeted, canceled for no reason. But here's the thing. No one was canceling her for no reason. They were asking for accountability, for honesty. And Clara chose to make jokes. She acted unbothered while her follower count plummeted and former fans begged her to just be real. The victim card might work when you're being unfairly dragged, but when your career is crashing because you lit the fire, it just looks like denial. Clara didn't stop at sarcasm. She went full brand pivot. She posted luxury content, Aesthetic apartment tours, soft flexes about her income, and captions implying she didn't need anyone's approval because she was rich now. She said, "I never said I'd keep my old body forever. I can do whatever I want. That's true confidence." To fans, it felt like she was saying, "Thanks for the fame. I'll take it from here." What started as, "We're in this together," became, "You're all just jealous." Her old message, that your worth isn't tied to your looks, was now replaced with, "I earned the right to change." And that's not what her audience signed up for. Then came the deep dive. Fans started connecting the dots. Clara once said she'd keep her relationships private, then launched a public couples channel. She swore she'd never monetize her body, then posted spicy content behind a paywall. She criticized other influencers for capitalizing on insecurities, then turned around and did the same. And let's not forget her activism. When women in Iran were protesting for basic rights, Clara filmed herself cutting split ends and called it solidarity. Each one of these things might have been forgivable on their own, but together, they painted a picture that her audience couldn't ignore. It wasn't just one mistake, it was a pattern of contradiction. Her brand had been built on trust, and now every core value she once stood for had been flipped, dismissed, or turned into content. This wasn't a rebrand, it was a reveal. And the message was clear. What mattered most was never the community. It was the clout. All Clara had to do was say, "I'm sorry, that video was my personal experience, not medical advice. I didn't mean to hurt anyone." Just one sentence, one real moment. Instead, she doubled down, erased feedback, mocked fans, and shifted her identity like it was a trend she'd outgrown. Now people are left wondering, was the self-love ever real? Or was it just a costume she wore until the sponsorships came in? Because the Clara Dao who told us, "You're enough just as you are," is now telling us, if you don't like it, unfollow. And that's not growth, that's ego. So what do you think? Is this a misunderstanding? Or the end of the self-love era Clara claimed to lead? Let me know in the comments. This is Behind the Light Stick. Hit subscribe, tap like, and I'll see you in the next one.